Jeez Louise, we've had a lot of deaths all of a sudden. Alberta, Dwig has died of old age. Norina has replaced Dwig as a gatherer. Jeez, our population is dwindling because of this, which isn't good. It's not optimal. It's not what I want. That being said, I am going to manage. Because I am on top of the population issue. I'm getting I'm building new houses. I'm having new children born. There is no way that Riverwood is going to die of not having enough people, okay? I am determined, absolutely determined to make this work. So the other issue that I've got here is, Gwendy? Huh. Carlia has become an adult. Kayla, not Carlia, Kayla. Playing too much Skyrim lately, I guess. Kayla has become an adult, is working as a laborer. Our farmers are down to naught, which is actually another pretty big problem. We are not going to have enough people in this town to work the farms come the next season, which isn't good. And actually that time is now. I'm going to go ahead and slow this down to ×1, and we're going to go ahead and reduce the laborers to 1. We'll increase the farmers to... we'll work these fields. Jeez. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. I guess I'll reduce the farmers by... the fishermen by 2. We need another woodcutter as well. Jeez. What a state of affairs I'm in. We've got... we'll increase the farmers as much as we can, because we really do need as many people as possible on this job here. How many people are working this field? 2 on each field, which isn't optimal, but we will have to manage the way that it is right now. How about our laborers? Were they collecting up the iron? No, they haven't really collected any of the iron that's sitting out there. Fisherman is down because I just reduced it. Of course, why else would it be an issue? We've pretty well stocked the market, and we're pretty much out of iron. No laborer was available to replace Nora. We've got a dead stone cutter. Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. And we don't have enough iron, so I guess I'll reduce the number of builders to 0, and hopefully that one tiny laborer will get his or her butt out here to grab up some of that iron. But otherwise, I don't know what on earth I'm going to end up doing. This woodcutter is empty, because God knows what's the point. Gatherer's hut... I suppose what I'm going to end up doing is just reducing the gatherers to 3, and I will increase the number of woodcutters to 2, because I'm in some seriously desperate need of extra firewood. So, things are terrible around here. There's just not enough of anything. These people in the mine don't know how to get their hands on ores either. Jeez. Well, guys, I mean, what can I say? This is one hell of a ride that I've been having today. The boarding house is empty now, and I guess it's because everybody who was evicted from this house ended up moving into the boarding house and then subsequently died because they were all dead. I mean, there's no real good point in calling it a boarding house anymore, so much as calling it a morgue. Or a makeshift cemetery. It's almost like a hospital whenever, you know, a plague comes through and, like, wipes out the population. Wow-wee, check this out. 9 of 24 graves. We're going to have to build ourselves a new graveyard soon. A little bit down the line, not too long. The yield for the crop field, for the bean crop is coming along just fine. How much do we need? 8 of 10. Well, I don't know what happened to those last 2 iron. They probably went over to the blacksmith to properly supply tools, which I might add we're actually having issues with. We don't have enough iron to supply the blacksmith and the building projects with sufficient supplies. Our wonderful woodcutter down here is just working his absolute butt off. I believe the woodcutter down here. Woodcutter? That's the other woodcutter. This woodcutter is, got it. Okay. Garlandorf? Garlandolf, a very healthy, very happy 21-year-old woodcutter. You know, that's about the right age for it. I mean, swinging an axe all day long, chopping wood, splitting logs. That's a real, seriously manly man job for a young man to do. It's a little bit like working in the oil field, except it's just a stone's throw from being a lumberjack. Lumberjacks cut down trees. Okay, so yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but I was going somewhere. Anyways, a child named Vincent was born, which is good. We've got more children coming through for the town. Got to get that population up. Got to try to replace all of the old people that are starting to die off now. We've got a 63-year-old in there. We've got an 87 and a 78-year-old here. 47-year-old here. 81 and 75, 59. Yeah, we've got so many old people in this town. We don't want the population to basically die out, which is what we are in danger of right now. We were in danger of having the older population die out and having nobody to fill stuff in. What do we have here? You've got stone. Well, that's not something that we really need, so sorry, I'll just send you on your way. Stone is not a requirement here. Actually, come to think of it, how is your little dinghy staying afloat whenever that's what it's loaded down with? Well, there's nobody at the post. There's no merchant at the post. I just dismissed him. Okay, so we're done with the farm there, so we'll turn off work and we will... Whoops. We'll keep the farmers at 4 there. Close that. And we've got 2 extra laborers, which means that... ooh, hey, okay. We can increase the builders to 1 and leave that 1 lonely laborer out there doing his job. Nothing coming in for the tailor to work with. Our food is no problem right now, actually. In fact, it's so little of a problem right now that I think I'm going to reduce the fishermen to 2 to each dock. And what I will do next is... For my next trick, I will... Let's build a new house. Because that'll work out for the benefit of the community. You know, a new young couple will be able to move in there and have a family and improve the population issues that we've got going on here in Riverwood. This one is almost done. I'm kind of curious who's going to move into it. Still got more houses that need to be upgraded. So what do we have here? Humberley and Redo, a 29 and a 48-year-old. That's, I mean, I'm going to be honest. That's, you get into your limit there for... At the age of 48, I don't know that it is safe to have children. You know, that's just the fact that childbirth is a very, very demanding thing on a woman's body, and whenever you don't have modern medical technology like we do these days, and you're stuck in a society that is medieval, we don't have a second trader. Whenever you don't have modern medical technology, then you know, childbirth was... There's a pretty good chance that any woman that ended up going through childbirth would not survive. And that's one of the wondrous things that we have out of the modern day. It's the fact that women can have several children. And actually, that's something that would probably fascinate some of you. The pill, or birth control, that women can take. The reason why that was created, one of the contributing factors was post-World War II medical technology, and the fact that women could have, you know, 6, 7, 8 children after with modern medical technology, being able to survive so many childbirths consecutively over and over, and it became, you know, an absolute burden to to be in a loving relationship where you know, you could have that many children, and as a result, there was a serious need for different types of birth control. And I'm not saying that that's the primary cause of the pill being created. There were a lot more reasons. You know, I listened to public radio. There was a very large story over this that they did not too long back. It's from a show called Fresh Air. very, very fascinating. That's my dry dose of information for you for today. I think I'll go back to actually talking about the game. Anyways, man, that house got built really freaking fast. You know what? We are in such a fantastic position. I am gonna turn around. Okay, I'm gonna shut work off for that farm field, and I'm gonna reduce the farmers to 1, and I'm gonna set up and build another stone house right here. There we go. What do you know? Check that stuff out. Okay, this house is almost done. We are also in gear to actually, you know what? I think we could do with putting in that schoolhouse finally. So let's come down here and grab this. It's going to take 16 iron, which isn't, we don't really have enough iron to do this job just now, but we'll have to make do. 16 stone as well. Stone is not a really big issue. Stone is really more of a non-issue. Greggy hasn't become an adult. The stonecutter has died of old age. So we're managing to create enough children in this town to maintain the population, which is good. That is good. It's good. It's fantastic. It means that everything is under control and up to snuff. Our biggest concern is not having enough iron to build our houses. Our boarding house is empty. What about houses that need to be upgraded? Occupants... Okay, this house over here, which has a occupancy consisting of predominantly old people, could probably go for an upgrade, but I'll probably hold off until this schoolhouse is finished. Gonna take 16 stone to get that schoolhouse under control. So what do we have going on out here? Man, it's taken forever for the laborers to make their way out here and collect up all of this iron. There's so much extra stuff around the map that I can do with sorting out. Aberty has become an adult and is now working as a laborer, which is great. Our labor pool is up. And how are we doing for fishermen? Let's increase the fishermen back up to 6 because we've got enough people to do that now. And what have we got going on for apples? I absolutely don't know what's going on with this orchard here. And for that matter, I don't understand why you would need to cut the orchard down, because trees produce fruit for years, for year on year, like back to back and stuff. The reserve of stone is low. I guess it's a result of all the building projects that we've been engaging in. Okay, hey, this house is done here, and hopefully you know what? I'm not going to judge, just as long as you make children. Just as long as you make children, I'm not going to judge. Hoo-wee. Pretty much all of our iron is gone, so I guess what we'll do next is reduce the number of builders to nothing so that we can get this schoolhouse built and start educating all of our children, because something else you guys have been on about is the fact that I need educated workers are better workers. Now, I don't know if that's actually any true. I figure that this it's got some value to it, because why else would there be a schoolhouse as a place that you can build? So, okay, we've got... it's now time to put farmers back into the fields, so we'll turn work back on for these 2 fields, and we'll increase... I think we've got 2... Yeah, there we go. That's all that we can really afford this year. Clary, the fisherman, is dead. The woodcutter has died of old age as well, which means that we don't have any laborers. Oh, holy crap. What a state of affairs. Oh, geez. What do I need to do as an alternative? I need at least 1 laborer out in the field collecting up, like, iron and stuff for this schoolhouse, because I really do want to finish this schoolhouse before finishing this session here, so... Okay, we've got another adult into the workforce, which is good. It's good. It's fantastic. Look at this. This wooden house over here is staffed by a farmer and a fisherman, male and female, prime age to be pumping out to have a children of like having a family of like 3 children, which is exactly what I want. I want these people to, you know, get together the really old-fashioned way, the way that, you know, has allowed the entire society to function as long as it has. We've got some very old people over here who don't produce children anymore, which, you know, I'm not going to say that they need to be gotten rid of, but it would be really nice if they could, you know, maybe make room for a couple that is ready to, you know, have kids. I don't know. I mean, housing is really in high demand right now, and our population seems to be kind of hovering as it currently stands. And Elwoody has died of old age. God, what a state of affairs. This building is going to take a while to go through. We seem to be in significantly short supply of proper tools, which means that this is going to take a while to sort out. Just speed everything up to times 10. I want to get this this schoolhouse done. Come on, schoolhouse rocks. Oh, hey, check that out. A child named Gulia was born, and a child named Isha was born. The reserve of logs is low. Oh my god, is the reserve of logs ever low? Okay, I guess it's about time for me to kind of shift back to, you know, not focusing on, doing a ton of build projects, because now I just realized that we have super taxed our log supply. But we do finally have this schoolhouse finished, and I'll reduce the number of builders to 0 because it's time for the builders to... I don't have any build projects going on at the current moment, and I guess that also is the signal to get a teacher in. So we'll staff this teacher with... We'll staff the schoolhouse with 1 teacher. It will be... who is the teacher? The teacher is Greggy. A 13-year-old is going to take... a 13-year-old is going to teach the rest of the town how to read and write. And that is going to be an incredible challenge for good old Greggy, because he doesn't know how to read or write himself. You know, pretty freaking amazing. But his biggest problem is that there are no students at the schoolhouse. So you know, you know, it kind of shows that he doesn't know how to read and write because nobody wants to learn from him. Nobody wants an illiterate to teach them, which is, I mean, you can't really blame anybody for, you know, having that mentality. But this has been Banished, everyone. It's been a while, you know, since I started the series, and I don't want it to last too long. For that matter, there's been a dwindling number of you that really have been interested in watching this. So this is the last episode of Banished, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I managed to do a whole lot. There are a couple of buildings that I didn't put in place, but I don't really know what on earth I would do with a lot of the other buildings if I got them in place. I'm super happy with the way that things have turned out, even though there's so much more that needs to be done that's off the hook. But, you know, I managed to get the population issue under control. I got the health back up. Food reserves are back where they need to be. My only biggest problem is that, you know, I don't really have a population as large as I would prefer to staff, you know, these other places around the town. But I think that Riverwood managed to come into a really, really nice place. And, you know, there's so much more that I could do, but at the same time, I don't want to drag this series on any further than I have to. I'm thinking of moving on to some other type of games. You know, be certain to hop down to the comments, tell me what you would like to see me do after this. Maybe a strategy game, maybe an RPG. You know, you can also hop over to my subreddit. That's another great place to have a discussion with me about this, because I will actually talk with you about it on Reddit as opposed to the comments. I try to stay as silent as possible with comments on YouTube, being that, you know, there will be people who will come along just to hate on YouTube comments. But thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Banished Riverwood with me, William Strife, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!
A challenger has arrived!